Young voice, personal experience, and real talk. This is Uncommon View.
Yo, 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 yo. This is Uncommon View. I'm your host, Jay.
I'm your co-host, Marcus.
And we back again.
We are back at it again.
Welcome back. If you're new, this is Uncommon View, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that's out there, whether it's whatever in the news or just whatever we're going through personally. And you know, if you used to us and you know us, you already know what's up. But if you're new, welcome and
thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it completely.
You'll be back soon.
Right.
I said tune.
Tunchi. You'll be back soon.
So yeah, we haven't done a single like 101
our 101
podcast in a minute, like show.
We haven't. We've been doing a lot of
I like the special guests, but it's always cool when you do the chill, like yo,
like it's just like back to the original.
What you been up to, young brother? It's like
yeah,
that
I know.
little
probably like a bunch of catching up to do with it.
Yeah, I know me. I've been all over the place, man.
Nah, man, we all been
crazy.
all over the place. Just the last month.
Senior year. It's coming down.
Hey, man, how many days you got? What?
I got like what?
18 more days
19,
to go.
18?
18 more days, man.
18, you know more than me. Look.
Hey, look, man. I'm excited for you.
I'm ready, man. I know the faithful listeners heard us, was like, yo, he been talking about this graduation for like weeks. Look, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. Like,
hey,
for
look,
real.
Man, yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, seeing you graduated, it'll just get me more motivated to do my work and graduate too.
Yeah, I better see the tears. I need to see tears, dog.
Your mom and my mom probably had tears, you know me.
My mom, she told me, she was like, look, I'm going to cry. I'm going to be a ball. I'm going to be a mess. I'm like, all right, Mom.
I mean, that's something to be proud of. You know, you graduating from college.
My
you know,
mom
not many.
said my friend said she was going to cry. I was like, all right, everybody.
Who going to cry?
My friend. Wendy.
Oh, Wendy gonna be there too.
She said,
hey,
she
home
gonna cry.
I'm gonna have to go get a hair when I get home, cause it's on the 21st. I'm gonna go home that week. I'm gonna go get a haircut.
Yo, are you going? We doing it dinner afterwards too. I don't know if y'all going.
I don't know. I gotta ask my mom what we doing, cause I know my mom's coming. So
yeah, so
I'm pulling up with her.
So we all getting all personal. We like, yo, they got
these niggas talking about their moms.
Like, hold up, what's happening?
Right.
But let's get into I guess. Well, what you been up to?
Keep the original flow going. How we
we
always
just
do
treat
it.
it as we go, you know.
Hey, man, that's only right.
Oh wait, one thing that we didn't talk about last episode was when was Beyond the Wilds, when it actually was going to air.
Oh, so
one thing we didn't say that. So tell the people, because you know, because you just recently spoke to them.
So before we get into our usual show politics, as I guess we can call it that. For those of you that don't know, me and George got the opportunity to do an interview with this up-and-coming website titled Beyond the Wilds.
Yeah, and they was here last week, right?
Yeah,
last week. We came the creator of
Beyond the Wilds,
the founder and all that, and he came and spoke to us. Check that episode out. It's dope.
Dope.
We definitely did an interview with them.
Got a whole photo shoot.
When can they check all that stuff out?
You guys can go check out Beyond the Wilds.
As of now, what is the date that they?
As of now, the date is aimed for May 10th.
May 10th.
May 10th. So between May 10th and the 16th, that's when the site should be launched. So
and shout the site out.
Yeah, shout out to Beyond the Wilds. That's Beyond the Wilds with an S on the end.
Is it a .com.org or?
Probably a .com.
Hey, just if you put a .com and if it don't work, just do a .org.
Right.
.org don't
Google.
Work.
Google
got all the
ways.
answers.
Right.
Put some respect on my name with Google.
Amen. And that's funny. I got something to talk about when it comes to Google too. But let's get into it.
What you been up to, man?
What have I been up to? Well, we took this season break.
I know you was ready.
Ready to come back?
It's something. I feel like you got something you waiting. It's like some fire.
No, because I got an interesting topic, and I want your perspective on it too, coming from a guy, because like it's kind of interesting. So it's been weighing heavy on my chest for like a good since I turned 18.
Since you turned 18. Well, wait, before we go deep into that, also, I know we have, obviously the podcast is on SoundCloud, but it's also on iTunes. And what we need you guys to do is you always hit us up personally on Twitter, which is dope, but on Twitter, on Instagram, on either us personally, you text us, leave the comments. Go rate the podcast.
Please.
Yeah, you're letting us know. Yeah, personally, yeah, we got that and we appreciate that. But when you let it know on the rates and the comments on, places like iTunes, it really helps the ranking of the podcast. So be sure to spread the support, the love, please, and do that. Go do that right now. You can press pause right now. Go type dope podcast, whatever, show some love.
Right.
Give us a 5-star rating or whatever.
Please,
and
5 stars.
We're going to get right back into action.
And trust me, when you go into the podcast app on your iPhone, and you go into the search with a podcast app, we come up. All you gotta do is type Uncommon View, and our name will come up. So.
Also, the first person to do it, we get a lap dance by Marcus. All right.
Yeah, those are my specialty. You got you. I ain't giving no lap dance.
Unless you got to say something named Ronald, like. Hey,
yeah, nah, bro.
Hi, Marcus.
I
heard you was gonna lap dance and shit.
Say, nah, you better. Sorry, buddy. I don't swing that way. You gotta keep moving. I'll take it. No, but seriously, first person to do that and make it known, shit, I'll buy you Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna be a man of my word. I'm gonna buy you Chick-fil-A.
Well, look,
you gonna get a chicken sandwich and fries, nothing else.
He's gonna buy you Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna sit there and be like, thank you.
I mean, you gotta, I feel like you gotta show support to your fan base.
No, I do. I appreciate it, and maybe we can do something in the future to where we can do like a random raffle, something where they can get something special. That's something that deals with
gotta give back to your community a little bit. So, first person to do that, and whoever listening to this, I will buy you Chick-fil-A.
But then it's like, yo, like I can't eat fried chicken,
All right, well, shoot, I'll take you to Subway.
Subway got bugs up in there, bro. Like.
Hey, I mean, bugs are good for you too.
Hey, some
insects come from the earth.
Yeah, people really be eating the bugs though. Like, this is a show that came on. It used to come on TLC, I think, and it was called How to Survive or something. In the
I know what you're talking about. I used to watch my freshman year.
And he used to be finding snakes and just doing all kind of crazy stuff. White people, they just be tripping sometimes.
Willing to do it.
Shout out to my fellow white people.
Nah.
But some of y'all be tripping. Like, we not about to be in the wild. But you know what? It's funny because they said that when the cameras went off, he actually went to a hotel, had a great night. I mean, had a great, experience. And when it's time to film in the morning, he would get back into character, and eventually it got caught, and he got caught, and the show was canceled. So
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, you putting on a facade.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've heard, but the show don't come on no more. So
yeah, it don't. So I can find it to be true.
Yeah, I ain't. But more of what I'm trying to get to is we don't do bugs. Don't know. I've been seeing videos of people eating crickets, and they're like, "Oh, it's so great." They have cricket flour.
Cricket flour.
Yeah, they got cricket flour. They got like if you want to fry some chicken, instead of regular flour, it's blended crickets and all that other crazy stuff. Like people,
that's nasty.
People be about that cricket life, but Marcus got the snap.
Chill. Don't tell the followers that.
Hey,
we out here with it. One a day with it. Like Drake.
But all right, so let's get into what this big, because you was telling me that it was something you really had to a topic you wanted to get into.
Right.
I've been wondering like what you was talking about because I never asked.
Okay, so, I mean, we got a couple. I got a couple things to talk about. Thing one, let me do my usual. Let me catch up. Let everybody catch up. People been telling me that when they hear my little stories, they always get a good laugh. So
let's do the Marks. We haven't did a story time with Marks in a minute.
I do have a funny story to tell this weekend because I had a interesting weekend. So. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to put some people on blast. We're not putting them on blast, but tell a story. I'm not gonna use no names, but it's a funny story. Before
we get into the deep of whatever what we talk about on the podcast, tell the people a little bit of this story that you got.
Weekend. Let me tell you about my weekend. So I'm gonna try to tell a story without giving too many details away.
Story time with Marcus.
But anyways, this is what happened. So like I mentioned a couple guys, a couple shooters that I hang with in my podcast before. I ain't gonna say no names.
Shooters?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, they some OGs.
My boys, my A1s from day ones. From high school, from the Chavez lunchroom to the streets of Baltimore, and we're not even from here.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was hanging with my boys from high school, right? My bros. and we had to go. I'm gonna say we had to run a mission.
Run a mission.
Yeah, and the mission required us to go look for somebody.
Oh,
So it's kind of like some secret agent stuff when you think about it.
secret agent.
Yeah, like some FBI, CIA type work.
Oh my.
So
gosh.
we go on a hunt. We go looking for him. And
Well, somebody owe y'all money or something? Y'all hunting
look,
people?
man, I can't tell the details or
Oh,
whatever,
my
man.
goodness.
I gotta be cautious with the details. So I'm trying to, I gotta like rearrange some of the details because it's kind of gruesome, not gruesome, but it's funny. Anyway, let me start BSing. So anyway, we go out. Me and my boys, we had to go out. We went to this one spot on like the other side of Baltimore, and we were just chilling there for a while. My friend, I gotta think of a nickname. My Sham God. I'm gonna call him Sham God.
Sham God.
Yeah, Sham
okay,
God.
Sham God.
My boy Sham. I had my boy Sham God. My boy Hemi with me. There we go. Sham God and Hemi.
Hemi. These are some hard names. I don't know how you. All right, Sham God and Hemi. All right, I'm gonna try to keep up. Sham God. I'm gonna think of SHAMWOW. Don't you know SHAMWOW, the dude who died, who promoted? I'm gonna picture him as
Sham God.
Sham God.
So
In my
anyway.
mind, I'm gonna call him SHAMWOW. I think Sham God. I'm looking at him as SHAMWOW, and the other dude, what's his name?
Hemi.
Hemi. I think Hemi.
Like
when I think of
Biggie.
Hemi,
Oh, Hemi.
I just think like, oh, she gave me Hemis, dog. Like, what? She gave you Hemis? Like, it sounds like an STD or something.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna think Hemi as a lump. So Hemi
God.
and SHAMWOW. It's SHAMWOW and then a lump. All right, we can go like that.
All right. So anyway, we post up for a little bit. My boy Sham God got a bottle of Henny with him, and he drinking a little bit. So he getting turned. I get to putting this fool on Snapchat, how you dance at parties with that. We chilling. So we like, all right, man, let's call it a night. Let's get back to Morgan. So we driving back to Morgan. Hemi drives because Sham God ain't in no position to drive.
So these names,
These names, I know. This is a funny story. But anyway, Hemi's driving, and on the way back to Morgan, we get a flat. But by the time we get to Morgan, we didn't realize we had a flat until like he stopped the music and we hear. We're like, what the heck is that? So we pull over, we see the flat tire, man. So we get into the parking lot of my dorm, which is OC. I see a police officer sitting right there, MSU PD. So we try to get past him, park the car so we can start changing the tire or whatever. So we're like, man, we're gonna need some help. So I go over to the police office and ask him, can he help us? This man got the nerve to say to me, yeah, it's not in our policy to help. What? I was about to be like, I don't know if he was Spanish or white, but I was about to be like,
left for dead.
Right, I'm like, nigga, what the? I was about to start saying some choice words. I was like, what is you have hoping that change our tire? No, it was the police, MSU police.
They be shooting people out here. You bad.
I'm like, what the heck does you helping us change our tire have to do with you all's policy?
Black lives don't matter in Baltimore, by the way. Go ahead.
Man, I was so blown. I was like, all right, whatever, dog. I just walked off. But luckily, some other guys were out there, so they helped us change it. But then, on top of that, while we were also out there was these two girls out there that were with those two guys. So, my boy Sham God, he's drunk, he's doing him or whatever. He gets, he's an open person, especially when he's drunk. So, he didn't talk to anybody. So he's talking to him. They wrapping it up, this, that, and the third. And, man, I'm like, I'll call it a night. I'll say, I'm going to my room. Go upstairs to my room, get ready to lay down. Not even get ready to lay down. It's raining, so I'm going in and grab my rain jacket. Come back out. I see he gone. I'm like, I said, yo, Hemi, where Sham God at? He's like, he in the back of the car. I said, back of the car doing what? He about to smash those two chicks. And I was like,
at once?
Yes, bro. So I was like, and then I looked in the car
watch out for that.
The windows are tinted. Then it's all fogged up, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, this man is really having a threesome with those two chicks he just met.
Oh, so it did go down?
Yeah, it went down.
In the back of his car?
Not the back of his car, the back of the other guy's car. The guys that were helping us change his tire, it went down in the back of their car.
So your drunk friend hooked up with two girls in the back of the guy who changed y'all tires?
His car. So while they're
what about him? Is he like, where is he like?
So basically, while he's having this little threesome in the back of the car, me, Hemi, and the other two guys were changing his tire because it was his car, but he was intoxicated, so we ain't want him to drive. So I was just like, that was funny.
Okay. So what were the girls drunk too, or they was just
they were I don't know. I don't know if they.
Would they go to Morgan?
Yeah. I don't know their names. Don't ask me that.
You seen them before?
Yeah, I've seen them plenty of times.
Have I seen them?
Nah, I don't
I probably
think you have. They're like freshmen.
fresh. It's
So
always,
I was like, man,
listen,
Morgan State.
Freshman people are just so. They probably lose best friends too. Like, ooh, girl.
Ironically enough, they kept saying that they were like, because it was 2 girls. They kept saying they were girlfriends, but they're like in an open relationship. So like,
that's crazy.
I was like, it was like so much. I was just like, all right, I don't really care. Just have fun. I don't care.
Yo, and the dude that was changing tires, he wasn't tripping at all.
I don't want to say they were.
I mean, it was in his car, so
yeah. I mean, they were like. I think they were like they were his homegirls. Like they weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend or nothing. Like talking. Cause I don't want to say.
I'm just thinking it's in my car. I'm like, get up out my car. Go.
I mean, he be in the team flight. Like he was. I think I don't know. I don't want to say the dudes. I don't want to say they were gay. They had like female mannerisms, but I don't want to say they were gay. I mean, they probably were, but I'm not saying they are.
Hey.
So that's how they talk too.
Hey,
so I mean, it was like, shoot, it was just like,
that's crazy.
yeah, it's just that. It was like, man.
So that's like
So
off his
why
bucket list.
Huh? That's off his bucket list. And I text him next morning, I'm like, you right, man? He's like, yeah, I was just drunk. And then he told me what happened. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, did dude you at least use protection? Oh my gosh! No.
And that's the part that's why I feel like I was like, man, I was like, yo, I wish you would have told me you were gonna do that because I would have went and found you some. Like,
So he just went to raw dog.
Yeah. But he said, man, don't worry. As soon as I get home, I'm going to the doctor's office to get tested.
Oh my goodness. You gotta be careful when it comes to the ones that's down to go right then and there, because I mean they was down to go right then and there with 50 other dudes right before you. Well,
man,
behind.
Before and behind. Shoot.
Both. Hey.
That's why I was just like,
behind, they about that both life.
I was just like, man, I wish you would have told me like you were gonna do some stuff like that, because I promise you, like, I would have went and like found some protection for you, man.
I thought you about to say get involved.
No, heck no. I mean, I'm a monogamous person.
Oh my! I'm just shocked. Like,
I was
hey,
like, bruh. I was like, yo, I wish you would have told me. I would have went and found you something before you did it. Like, no question. I would never want none of my friends like doing some risky behaviors like that. That's crazy, man. What type of friend would I be if I let you do that?
Yo, it's a chance that he better go get. Somebody wait till he get home.
No, he's home now. He came up here for a day.
Yo, you gotta keep me up to date.
I'm gonna keep you updated, bro. It was so funny.
Yo, well, shout out to hemorrhoids. I mean, what's the name?
Sham God.
That's Sham God. Sham God.
Sham God.
So what happened to the Hemi guy?
Me and Hemi, we changed his tire and we were just kicking it.
Okay, so SHAMWOW, he the one that was busting it with the girls.
He the man. You know how as me and him say, we OPM, baby, OPM. That's the Dom Kennedy thing.
Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, man.
But did he? So is it a possibility that these girls might come out talking about some? Hey, one of us are with child. Both are with child.
I hope not.
Is he?
I hope. I pray and hope to God.
Pull-out game is like extra weak, especially when you're drunk. Maybe. Yeah. Hey, look. Well, shout out to SHAMWOW. I mean what is it?
SHAMWOW, Sham God.
Sham God, aka SHAMWOW,
Nobody know
aka he would clean your floors very well. Not him, but the name.
Clean your walls.
Clean your. Oh, this is about to be a very, very dirty episode.
Oh man, Season 2, we on the road.
Yeah, this is crazy. But so yeah, my weekend is having not.
Yeah, and then other than that, other than that, I just went to bed and called, and I just went to bed, went to sleep.
Off when these adventures like me. I just been studying, trying to get my projects together. I had a boring weekend compared to all that. Yeah, I saw your Snapchat too.
What?
I think is this the one with the hot? It was something with a hot dog and a.
Yeah, and the 7-Eleven. Yeah, that was him. It was that guy.
I was like, hold up, dude, look kind of drunk a little. What is Marcus? what are they doing? I was like,
that was him.
I was like, yeah, they too. They lit. You heard about the It was like a little toga party or something.
Yeah,
did you go?
Heck no. I'm not really much of a party person like I used to be for real. I feel like I've grown out of my party stage for real. Like I don't even remember the last time I went to a party. Truth be told,
I don't do parties like that because I don't know. Anything's destined to pop off, especially when you at these black parties. Like, I ain't trying to downplay my people, but I know how my people roll. You at a party with 100,000 black, well, I'm not going to say that, but well over 50 black people. The thing is, it's a billion guys up in there, and it's like a little bit of girls, maybe about 15 girls, or less than that, 8 girls, and it'd be like 20, 30 guys up in there. And then you be looking like,
yeah, no, and that blows me. Like, I don't know.
And that they be in gangs, so you be like, yo, who you looking at? Like, oh, that's your girl? Like,
yeah, man, 800 block, 15th Squadron, Red Jays. Yeah, what? Like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's a recipe for some
gunshots.
For some
I
jumps,
I remember like in our previous episodes. It is. I remember in our previous episodes, I was talking about how I be at parties, but like ever since like I haven't been to a party in a minute, so like I don't even know like that's even plausible now because like I just haven't gone to a party in a minute. Like I feel like I've gone out of my party phase. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was seeing everybody at the party on Friday and Saturday, and I'm just like, dang, like everybody went out, and I'm just stuck in my room watching Netflix.
All by myself.
I know, but I'm just like, I mean, like I said, it was like I wasn't like really in like a party type mood for it first. I was just like,
I think this semester I'm just ready to get up out of here. I
need a break. Forget a party.
Let me go and turn up and this and that. It's like, yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm looking at it like, yeah, y'all out partying, but guess what? My GPA about to be on fleek.
They're like, forget a GPA. We having threesomes. Come on. Like, they probably like, hey, we raw dogging too. You missing out. Probably sending snaps and everything.
No thanks. If I'm missing out, I'll miss out on that. I'll pass up that one.
Man, what if... Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
You gotta chill.
I ain't gonna say that.
You gotta chill.
All right, so let's get into this. So
Topic.
basically, it is prom season.
Yes.
We were talking about this a little bit earlier. We were.
Prom season.
What was your best memories, I guess, from prom back in high school?
Bruh, man, I don't even want. I got so. Like,
what's your prom like? A turn up prom? Was it?
It was a turned up prom, but not necessarily for me. It was a turned up prom because I didn't do much.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I did. I went to the barbershop that day, got me a nice little fresh cut, had the waves on swim. You know, I was like,
waves on swim. Did they
hate
hate on him?
They were hating, man. My hair, my waves was just spinning. They was like, dang, this
got
dude
seasick out of just looking at you,
right? And then like crazy. I had a white suit on, so you know I was looking like an Italian. I had a white suit too. I was looking like an Italian. I was like,
I was extra fat though.
That night they called me Marcus Capone.
Marcus
Capone, like Al Capone, Marcus Capone.
See, you and these people comparisons. It's a new person.
It is a new person. But now though, what happened? My prom, I got dressed. I had like all my people, everybody that was important to me there. Like,
did you have a date?
I'm gonna get there.
Oh.
I'm gonna get there. This time. Oh my god.
Oh man.
To my unofficial prom date, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Oh, you had the same situation like me. I'm gonna let you say
it's kind of similar, but it's not in a sense. So, I got dressed. Everybody was there to see me. You know, I'm getting photos. I'm coming down the steps. Everybody like, oh, here come Marcus. You're so handsome. I'm all cheesing and smiling and whatnot. I'm like, dang, like, oh man, I felt so good. I felt like
I'm the man.
I felt like that,
killing it. Just like the celebrity.
I felt like a celebrity. Like I felt like I was on the red carpet. I'm like, yeah.
and what, grandma? Yeah, can't tell me to do nothing right now. I ain't taking out no trash.
Facts, not in this suit.
You better go sit down, grandma.
Right, like not in this suit. But anyway, everybody's there taking photos of me, this, that, and the third. And I run to think of it. Everybody was like, "Where's my date?" And I was like, I had to tell everybody I didn't have a date.
So you didn't have a date?
I did, but I didn't. She wasn't at my see off.
It's
so complicated.
That was like just done inside the prom.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna meet you there.
That kind of happened with me, and I wasn't down for that.
And it was just like, man, I was like, I wasn't mad or anything because it was like,
why?
I don't know, because this would happen. The girl, long story short, the girl I was supposed to be taking to my prom at the time was my girlfriend, but at the same time, it was like. She was like a year younger than me, so it was like, how can I say it?
You gotta watch out for those, especially in high school.
Yeah, it was like, how do I? Oh my god, I gotta spill so much information right now. I hope and pray to God she don't listen to this episode. But if she does, if you do listen to this episode, just hit me up.
What's her nickname?
I don't even want to say a nickname because she'll think of it on
All
the
right,
spot.
I'm a Bubbles.
No. Oh my god, man. Let me just stop beating around the bush, man. I always tell myself I gotta keep it real. So let me just stop beating around the
Better
bush.
keep it real, y'all.
So long story short, the girl I was dating in high school, my senior year, her mom kind of didn't know that we were dating. So it was kind of like we had to hide the fact. So when prom time came around, it was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Like your mom doesn't know that you were dating. And if that's the case, then how we gonna go about, going to prom, this, that, and the third, and like it's just all this other like unnecessary stresses for real. So me telling my mom that, my mom was like, if you don't find another prom date, I'm gonna choke you. But me being like, I wouldn't say I was naive, but I was like, I wanted to be like the good boyfriend type. It was like, okay, well I'm not taking my girl, so I'll just go by myself. It was like one of those. I was like, all right, I'm not taking my girl.
What was the player markers around this time? What was the markers?
The player markers.
The one that was still your girl.
The one. Let's correct some things. I'm not a player.
Oh, here we go.
Hypothetically speaking. I think the markers you're referring to, he wasn't born at this point.
Oh, he wasn't born.
I don't even think he was thought of.
Okay.
So, anyways, it was like, I was just like, I got a girl. If I'm not taking my girl, I'm gonna just go by myself. And, I'm gonna have a good time regardless. So, I mean, that ended up being the case so far. But at the same time, then this happened. I don't really care no more. If somebody got a problem with what I say, man, come talk to me. We'll talk about it.
You ready to fight? Okay.
I don't really care. I don't like sometimes like something I can't care about. So long story short, the girl I was dating, she was the sister of one of my classmates.
The girl you was dating was the sister of
one of my senior classmates. And
me and him
were like we were cool.
Oh, so it was a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, dang, like I'm dating my boy. Like he was my boy. He's like, dang, I'm dating my boy.
Did he know?
Yeah, he knew.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but I don't think he was like he opposed it. He was like, I mean, it's high school, like it happens. I mean, I don't think he opposed it. So with that, I think this is what happened. He was dating another girl. And that girl and my girl, they were close. So initially what happened, I think I might be telling the story wrong, but from my memory, as memory serves, it's like this. He got in trouble. He did something in school, and they said he couldn't go to prom. So that means his girl didn't have a prom date.
And you took his...
No.
His sister and his girl. And you talking about the player Marcus wasn't here yet?
That's not the story.
That night he was born.
That's not the story. Listen, so me and his girl, we were pretty good. Like, we were pretty cool. So she was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna bring her with me.
Oh my God.
So she can bring my date, and then we meet at the prom location.
My God. And
then you guys can go have fun from there. So initially, because that's initially how we got her out the house.
See, that's kind of like much. She would have just stayed in the house.
Yes, initially, yeah. Like thinking back at it, like yo, this is like too much. Like all of this could have been avoided.
I'm sorry, Susie. Look at TV. Martin rerun should be on MTV2.
Right.
I'll be back later.
Yes, I mean, like essentially, it was kind of like, like we did too much, and all of it could have been avoided had I just listened to my mom. But it's like I wanted to be Mr. Good Boyfriend, and this, that, and the third.
Well,
so I was just like, I did. I guess I did what I had to do. So we got to prom, and then like I took a picture with her, and then I put it on Instagram. My mom saw it. It was like, she's went up like, what the heck is this? Like, how do y'all meet at the prom but not at the house so we can take pictures? And I'm like, it's a long story, Mom. I don't want to explain. I'll explain when I get in the house.
And she had a prom dress and everything?
Yeah, she had a prom dress on and everything. Matter of fact, I think I don't know if I still have the prom pictures. Not on my phone, probably on my laptop, but or Instagram.
It's funny because
or Twitter.
I had a very similar situation.
Oh yeah.
I think I was kind of telling you about it, but I don't think I really got to the point.
You didn't get to the point.
Basically, I was talking to this girl. She was cool, just same old. We was in the same grade. It was my girl. Everybody knew we was talking, and so basically she decided. I guess her best friend was in the picture. They decided that they was gonna go to prom together some years before prom even came. So it was like a pack kind of little situation. So once it came down to it, and we're talking and we're like trying to do our thing, it's the best friend in the background talking about some, don't do this, don't know, we're supposed to go together. So because of that, I'm like, all right, well, she doing too much. I'm not about to have a date. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to get on my playways. I knew I was gonna have a date. Like I wasn't worried about nothing. I was like, that's easy. So I'm going around asking all the.
And I'm a player, right?
Well, back then I lost my ways, but back then I'm asking around. I'm confident, and everybody's like, I got a date already. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like everybody that I would consider taking
got a date. And
so I'm like, I don't want to be that person without a date. I ain't trying to be, that person in my eyes. So, I decided that, I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to get my life together. I got like in a little mini depression. Like, I can't have my prom memories be just dateless. I need something dope. I need somebody bad, like this and that. And then I'm on this bus. I'm friends with this particular person. And I'm good with her. Like, we're cool. I haven't spoke to her since graduation, but like we're real cool. But she came to me and she was like, I don't have a date. You want to go? And then in the moment, I'm like, let me see. I didn't say yes right away because I'm still trying to get my girl. I'm trying to make sure we can go together, and it's real on edge with her. And so I'm like, let me see. But the whole time I know that's not going to work, and it's looking like that's my only option.
Right.
And so I'm over here feeling some kind of way. Shoot, and then, out of nowhere, I see her again. I'm like, okay, we can go. Knowing that that's not who I want to go with. And it's nothing on her. It's just I want to go with my girl. And I really wasn't trying to. It was no interest in me wanting to go with the other girl.
Right.
For, whatever reasons. And so, it all led down to like the night before prom where she was like doing too much. Her family wanted us to get to the prom before the doors open. We was going to be there super early. They was just doing too much, and she was stressing me out. I didn't want to go with her to begin with. And I was just in my own world, and I just was like, look, maybe we should just, because she was telling me maybe we should go to the prom. I should meet her. And I'm not about to do all that. That's too much. I don't know how you was about to consider that or whatever, but I wasn't about to do that. I was like, look, either we gonna go do this the way I got it planned or not, because I had the limo and everything. Yeesh. Like we was about to be flexing. We was good.
You got money. You got money.
We
trying to be like
now.
you when I grow up.
Poor nowadays, my old balling days. But basically, I called it off. People try to make me feel like I was a bad person for doing that.
Bump that.
But yeah, I called it off. But when we got to the prom, she looked bad. Like I was like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. But she had a little best friend, her little girlfriend there. She was mugging me up and down. I was like, man, get this. She don't go somewhere before I get one of these hood restaurants, drag her up the street. But
facts.
No, I wouldn't do that. You don't know who listens to this.
Shoot, I would.
Marcus was like, hey, I promote violence,
Facts.
I promote dragging people up the streets with gowns on, so elegant and ratchet all at once. But no, I don't know. I was just that people, when it comes down to prom, you just got to be careful, man, and just know exactly how to plan.
I'm thinking
if I can go back, I would have done everything differently.
Yeah, man, if I could go back, there was so many things I could do differently, man.
I feel like my tuxedo was oversized.
Nah, I feel like my tuxedo, I feel like mine's like, it was the good size, but it's like, I wanted it to be, maybe it should have been like a little bit more tighter. I don't know.
You know what I like? I like the cut.
Yeah.
I like cut. Me, it was like Biggie. Like, it was like just straight up Big Pun, Biggie feels. Like, I just was like, yeah. It was like a depressing moment looking at them pictures. But I had fun overall. I didn't let that kill me. And then when I got there, I was like, look, I found somebody, to do my pictures with, and I was with them majority of the time, and then some other friends, and then at the end of the night, I was just with my girl, and that was that. But
I mean, shoot, at least at the end of your night, you got to be with your girl. You know what I did? I couldn't go be with my girl, so my mentor, the guy I was telling you about, I mentioned him in the previous episode. Shout out to Abreu. I rode with him. He took me home, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm about to do. So originally, my friend Reese, I think you've met him probably once.
Wait, it's the one.
Nah,
You know what I'm talking
I know who you talking about, but no, not him.
about? I ain't trying to put nobody's business out there, but something got real with the person I'm talking about.
Nah, okay, I don't think you met Reese, but
I probably met Reese. Reese sound pretty familiar. Or maybe I'm just thinking Lil Reese.
probably. But anyways, he had offered like, yo, you want to go to the strip club? I was about to
Strip
say,
club
yeah, my dad for like prom night. My dad gave me like $600 cash.
to go to the strip club?
No, for prom.
Yeah, your daddy got money. You know what I got from my dad?
What? Nothing.
I got
Yeah,
a
that I'm gonna say that's probably the only time. That's probably the only time my dad gave me like that
got
much
a
money.
wave.
And like
I got air.
air. Dang.
You know, it was nice air. It was air.
I don't know.
But no, I did have money. My mom hooked me up.
You know, my dad hooked me up with like $600 in cash, and I was
forgot
like,
what I had,
dang. I'm
though.
like, good luck, pops. And then
Hey,
I was like, you want to go to
go?
the strip club? Reese hit me up, was like, yeah, you want to go to the strip club? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, but then again, I was like, you know what? I'm trying to be a good boyfriend. So I called him back like, yo, go to the strip club without me. He's like, you sure?
What? Boy, if you don't get your Drake having no.
So after he said that, I was like, yeah, I'm just kicking. After that, I was like, what did I do? I played some Xbox,
And look, how about this?
FaceTime my girl, and went to sleep.
Where's this girl and you right now? Yeah, okay,
Good
okay, but no, I don't know. I don't think a strip club is like, that's not cheating or close to cheating. I mean, it's a strip club.
This particular strip club, you know, it had a reputation for, you know, getting a little brazy. You know what I'm saying? Last time I went to that strip club,
What strip club was this?
Irvin's. You never heard of Irvin's?
Urban.
Off of Central Avenue. Irvin's is a.
It sound like they might got a roach up in there.
Nah,
Roaches
Irvin's.
in the corner.
Long story.
Baby
I'll
roaches.
tell you about Irvin's off there, but Irvin's. Let's just say things can get pretty touchy in Irvin's.
Yeah.
And I know strip clubs things get touchy, but when I say touchy, things get really touchy. Like I had a membership and everything.
You had a membership at Urban? Oh.
Irvin's, Baz and Crew. I had a membership at a lot of strip clubs.
Once again, we say Marcus not a player. Okay,
Not a player.
Okay,
That was in like a early late Drake phase.
late Drake phase.
But that's like besides the fact. But speaking of touchy, now I think it's a good time to bring up something that's been bothering me for like a good minute.
Oh man.
So I asked a dear person of mine, like, what's up with like why I've always like just had this like wonder like why don't girls like having sex with guys that are virgins? Have you ever like stopped and wondered that? Like that's like been like that's been
there.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take it there because you know it's been bothering me for a minute.
Girl, all right. So the question is, why does girls?
Why do girls like? I mean, like usually like
I don't think it's all girls.
no.
Like, I think all guys.
No, I promise you. Like for the majority of girls that I run into, like I can like ask a random girl like, would you have sex with a guy that's a virgin? They're telling me no, and it's just like, what's wrong? Like why? I think
Half the time they probably don't even know that every guy they been with was a virgin.
that's what I'm saying. Like. How can I say like, hey, like that's one question that just still puzzles me to this day is like
Somebody insulted you.
Now nobody insulted me. It's just been, I've been always wondered that since I was like 18. Cause like you know I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity at 19, so it's like I was like just steady thinking like why don't girls like guys that are virgin? I mean essentially since we're keeping it real, like, essentially I had to lie to lose my virginity too. The girl I lost it to, she thought I wasn't a virgin.
Whole time everybody just be lying to each other. They just one person think they're a virgin, the other. It's just a big little confusion. I think that some do and some don't. Like just some guys say they don't want to mess with girls as a virgin because it's just too much to deal with. But
I mean, I don't with that when it comes to like a guy's perspective. Like when it comes to a girl's virginity, I think it's kind of like. Those are the guys that you can usually tell, like, or those are the type of guys that, like, usually like, okay, hit and quit and, like, leave it at that. But, like, if you, like, really into a girl and, like, you take her virginity, then, like, everything that comes after it, like, it shouldn't really matter. Like, you know, your intention was never, like, just to hit and quit. So, like, why does it matter, you know?
You gotta do a survey.
I'm
What do y'all
really
think?
do that.
Let us know by hashtagging Uncommon View Podcast, hashtag, that, and then tell us what you think, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, so I can get in the conversation.
Right.
But
because I don't know, I'm just like I'm a little lost. Like, why don't people want to? Matter of fact, well, let me switch the question, because I'm not going to generalize and say all girls.
I heard a podcast too of, it was like older women though, but they were saying that one of the questions was, would they mess with a guy who's a virgin, and she was like, yeah,
she would.
One of the girls said they would.
Right.
I mean, that's why I think everybody different.
Yeah, I think everybody's different, but I feel like with that answer, like how some people answer, you can like kind of tell like where their head is at with some things. Like, how can I say this?
Break it down for the people.
So like, yeah, like when it comes to virginity, I know there are like a lot of emotions attached to it, but at the same time, if like you have nothing but good intentions, shouldn't the emotions matter? Shouldn't that matter then?
Some people just like to hit, bust it open, and just like, boom,
leave it at that.
Salsa.
And that's the problem to me, man. Like, I don't know. Like when you can't just do certain things and like not expect somebody not to like like get their feelings involved. So
would you consider yourself like the type to fall hard for people when you're in something? Do you fall hard, or is it
me in particularly? I'm a special case because I've been through some stuff. So like maybe had I not gone through that stuff yet,
some stuff. Oh my gosh! Okay.
Like maybe had I not been through that stuff, like my outlook wouldn't have changed. But like now, since my outlook is different, before like any type of dramatic event that happened to me happened, I probably would have said yes to your question. But to answer your question, no, I'm not the type to fall hard. Like with me, it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes like some things. Like me, I stop and like analyze and like consider things, and then whatever I like, whatever consensus I come to, that determines whether or not I'll get my hopes up and like really, get my feelings involved with it. I mean, I'm not hard to read. I don't think I'm hard to read as a person. You can read my expressions or read my answers. So it's like
you can definitely read my answers.
Right? Oh yeah.
It's hard. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, man.
But I'm just like, I don't know, like. Virginity's like I've never had sex with a girl that's a virgin, but needless to say, I wouldn't mind, because it's just like
it's trying something new.
Man, trying something new. It's just like, yeah. I mean, I'm not the hit and quit type, so
it's like if I hit it, then you know what, I'm with you. If you crying, I'm here.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said,
chips at the store, I'm gonna bring it to you.
Like I'm a monogamous person, because STDs are real.
Yeah, like who you're telling, like
that's what it's like. I'd rather.
Hey,
like,
I heard the story time, y'all. STDs are real.
STDs
no
are real.
jabs at your boy, but STDs are real. Let's come on now.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I'd rather like play it safe and stick to one person than to just be, oh yeah, I smashed this chick that night, this chick that night, this chick the other night. I let this chick suck my dick. Then, excuse my French. And I let this chick suck my dick and suck my balls.
Oh,
so it's just like,
throw the balls in there.
I know dudes that do that, and I'm just like, bro, like, do you not stop and think about your health, like for like 1 second?
Oh, I know. I got friends that's very wild, and
I'm just like,
yo,
I'm like, bro,
man,
I'm like, bro, like, forget the status quo for a second. Like, think about your health, man. Like
man, we live once, right?
Nah, forget that. Live once. How about?
Man, let's run through everything.
Nah, man.
Where the cow at? Is that a cow over there? Is that a horse? Hey, let's run over there with those.
That's not. Oh my god.
Yo, it's actually like, I think it was a report I was reading how a man was arrested for raping a horse. I feel like when you put the rape in front of a word, it makes it seem very graphic. But instead of when you say having sex, so I think it is rape, because it's not like the horse was like, hey, come over here. Like, oh wait, that's a donkey. But you know what I'm talking about, the horse. But I mean, people out here, people are sick.
Facts.
But speaking of all that, if you had we were talking about Superhead.
Jesus Christ.
Superhead, basically, the reason Superhead is even relevant to whatever we're talking about is because, with Beyonce putting out the Becky with the good hair little line.
Good hair.
Maybe like a week ago, Superhead was like, hey, I'm the one she's talking about, considering her and Jay-Z messed with each other in the past. And Superhead messed with everybody in this industry.
For real?
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
if Superhead was to come to Marcus and said, "I can be your Becky," what does Marcus do? Because I think Marcus might be hold up. I might gotta see what Superhead is up to. Because everybody messes with Superhead. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's just like, hey, bro, you get Superhead? Nah, you should get her to be a part of the clique or whatever. Like, maybe that's like a thing.
Nah, man, I'd be like, I'm flattered by the offer, but
Marcus
no
won't take
thanks.
that. What about if your girl is, because she's married to, what's his name? It's this guy that was on Scandal. I don't watch Scandal, but I know it was a black dude on there who got kicked off because whatever, he was on some crazy stuff. I don't know if you watch the show, but it was a black dude on there. I know the viewers probably know what I'm talking about, but she's married to that dude. But if you're married to a girl or in a deep relationship with a girl, you find out she has a very hoish past.
I feel like we talked about this in the past.
We
episode,
did. We
too.
talked about if she messed with your
She
friend
smashed
or
your
something.
boy.
But nah,
didn't
she
tell you.
had like a legit, like a superhead. Like, I'm not trying to come at superhead neck or anything, but like she been with
Literally.
everybody. I ain't trying to come for you. Yo, that's crazy. I'm just like, wordplay. Hey, that's crazy. But for real, like, would that be something like you could like sit there and say, I'll put it all aside and I accept you for you, even though your hoish ways were very strong in the past?
I don't know. That's kind of.
It's like your girl now, y'all talking and you find out on campus, she go to a different campus and she been messing with everybody over there. Everybody know your girl. All the guys giving her a hug saying,
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
up, Sierra?
Like,
What's up, Sierra?
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the type of stuff that like just makes me so. Like just makes me like what the heck,
Trust
like
issues.
yeah, it's trust issues because it's just like dang, like yeah, like that's your girl and like reputation shouldn't matter, but at the same time you only walk like I said in the previous episode, it's like you walking around like, oh, that's your chick, like I just spanked that like 2 weeks ago, or
Yeah, people
like you
get
just like walking around
disrespectful.
looking stupid, like
What about, can she have guy friends? And do you think it's cool
Fuck
if
no.
like we have
fuck no
girlfriends?
baby, and
So
fuck
she
no
can't have.
baby.
So you can't have any like girl like friends, and she can't have any guy friends.
Nope.
No.
I practice what I preach. If you don't got no guy friends, I don't got no girlfriends.
And
And I'm not really, and particularly, I don't know. Nah, I just can't do it, guy. Cause like, with guys, we know how guys operate.
Yeah.
You know God, you know damn well no guy don't want to
Guys,
be
they
with
try
you,
their
just a
hands
friend. That's what I'm saying.
on top of that, like that, I feel like a guy, if eventually he's going to want to test his hands,
exactly.
and that's. What if you and your homeboy are like real cool?
Mm-hmm.
Can your homeboy be cool with your girl too? Like if you was at the store and he was coming to meet you at the house, but she at the house. So he comes there, he's chilling in the house with her, and they just kicking it. Like, is that something that you'll be like, I don't know, like how?
It depends on what friend it is.
Well,
I'd have to say. Like if it was like, say if it was like, it's like Richard said he about to meet me at my house, and like, all right, I'm not in there, but shoot, I gotta think of my name. I'm not in there, but
Jessica.
Yeah, I'm not in there, but Jessica in there. Like, all right, yeah, just pull up. I'll tell her open the door for you. You can just kick it in there. Like, I'd be cool with
So
that.
do you have homeboys that you're cool with right now that you can't trust if they was with your girl or something?
No, not necessarily. For some ironic reason.
So you have faith in all your people that you consider your homeboys that they wouldn't smash your
Well,
girl.
see, here's the thing. Like, I got homeboys and I got bros. I don't bring the homeboys around. Like,
Tell us the
bring
difference.
bros.
What's the homeboys and what's the bros?
Like,
Tell us.
the homeboys are like niggas that I probably like link up with, like, to like this, like, cause we like homeboys like be like co-workers or whatever. Like, we real close on the job and we be cool in it. Bros are like you. I consider you a bro. Like Richard is a bro. Charles. Who else?
Your main people.
Yeah, my
basically.
main people, like people I know I can confide in. Like I trust them around the bro. I trust the bros before I trust the homeboys.
Now, what can cause like you to question that trust? Like, I feel like as soon as, like, for example, like, say if your girl here and your boy's like, what's up, girl? Like, doing some, like, crazy, like, touching kind of.
Yeah, like that's like.
Don't you know when people, they play fight? Say
Uh-huh.
if your boy's play fighting with your girl, like, dude, how do you take that? Is that, like, something you, like, hold up?
Yeah, nah, I
Or do
wouldn't
you
take
sit
that.
there and you like-
I wouldn't take that lightly. I'm like, yo, what the, like, when y'all become this close, like, what?
Like, yeah, when I let him in the house, a while ago, and you was at the store, and
Nah, I'm like, I bet that for real. I bet
we just got close. He told me about his mother, and ever since then,
I don't. Ooh, you like I'm cutting back on.
like Marcus getting heated over here.
You got me thinking about it, man. Oh my god,
like hold on, can I trust him?
Because I've had stuff like that happen.
Can I trust him?
Not necessarily my boys like did that to me, but I'm saying like I've had like, man, females kill me, dog. I swear to God.
They make it seem like they're the easiest and they the simple and sweetest little creatures ever.
Man, don't get me started.
They play the games just as well as guys do. So
see, that's my thing though. I don't play games. Straight to the point. Only games I play is Xbox 360.
Okay, Tilla.
Batman. Arkham Asylum. Yeah. Bars.
Yo, but when it comes down to relationships, I just think, like we said before, I believe in a previous episode, but like, you just gotta have that trust and just.
I mean, yeah, you can have trust,
your
but
person and know the people around you. Like that's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good to have trust and whatnot, but at the same time, like. They said in the Bible, faith without works is dead. So you can't. So necessarily, what that means, like, how can you expect somebody to trust if you ain't giving? If like there's no reason to trust, you know. So it's I mean, like, you know.
I feel like if I trust you, you should be good. Like when it comes to people, guys, because eventually you're not always gonna be there. She's gonna be there with people. Like when you're so what's the word I'm looking for? When you're just trying to make things be a certain way, I feel like it's like a recipe for disasters a little, because it's like, yeah, you're sitting here saying, don't talk to this person, don't talk to that person, or whatever. Eventually, by somebody saying, don't do this, don't do that, it's going to make them want to do it more, or just do it to the point where, because me, I don't like being told what to do. Like, if somebody say, do this, or whatever, like, it's just, I don't know, that rubs me out the wrong way. It makes me want to do the complete opposite. But I don't know, but it's that time is coming soon. Is it anything you want to, tell the people?
What do I want to say? Jesus. Sure, I guess a recap. Prom season's coming up. If you listen to this before your prom and your prom hasn't happened yet, like
the player Marcus will take you out.
No, I ain't taking.
Call 1-800.
I ain't got money for no tuxedos. I'm coming in my khakis and Sperry's.
Oh, I forgot to say, it's slightly.
What?
I mean, it's kind of left field to what we're talking about, but we'll talk about it on a later episode. I'll let the people think what was he talking about, but just say feelings are hurt and pockets are hurting more. So
yeah, feelings hurt, pockets hurt more. So basically, get your money up.
Get your money up.
Yeah, prom season's coming up. Be great at prom. Don't be basic.
Don't be basic. What's the like the guidelines to having a successful prom? I mean, for somebody that's listening and their prom is next year, what do they need to do in order to have a better situation that's not like yours and not like mine? Me personally, I think
plan ahead,
definitely. Don't assume.
Don't assume. Just ask.
If your girl is being flaky, no. If she's like, no.
Yeah, don't. If it's flaky, like you need a definite answer, like yes or no. If it's a no, all right, bet. Make a backup plan. Just have something planned.
My girl too, because I took the girl that I was about to go with. It was her friend. She ended up falling out because I was taking her friend. It's like, try to avoid messy drama issues.
Yeah, don't make it melodramatic. If you have to.
If you not a real drinker, if you're a virgin, like if you don't do these things, don't force yourself to do these things as everybody's doing.
On prom night, prom night is like the night is a huge night for peer pressure. So if anything, please do not drink and drive. If anything, please do not drink and drive. Other than that, just have safe, have fun. This is your high school prom, something you're gonna remember for the rest of your life.
And be smart.
Be smart with your decisions. If you have sex, please use condoms. If y'all heard my story, that's the reason why. So
hey, and we gonna need an update on dude.
Man, my boy good. He OPM. I know my bro good. But other than that,
you don't know that he's sitting there smashing random people in the back of cars talking about he good. Okay, Jesus. Okay, God. He good. It's cool.
Shoot, what else we talked about? Prom.
It's just really just the guidelines of a relationship.
Proms and relationships.
And tell the people the signs that take a look out for when.
Basically.
And when you're in a relationship and you think this person might be cheating or might have buddies with the opposite sex.
Man, long story short, the way I look at it, think of it like this, people. If your partner's not willing to sacrifice what you're already sacrificing, then something might be up. Like, for example, if you can't have a female best friend, but she can have guy best friends, that might be a possible sign. So, be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout for double standard things, because basically double standards might usually imply a lot of things, quote unquote.
Eyebrow raises too.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So be on the lookout. Look for fairness. That's the problem with people now. Like they don't want fair. Like people want to have their cake and eat it too. Like people say, I can do this,
that's
but
what
you
you're
can't
supposed
do
to
that. Nah, forget that.
I want my cake and I want a little bit of ice cream.
That ain't healthy.
It ain't healthy. Hey,
that's how you get your calories up.
Hey, that's a good comeback.
But shoot. Thank you guys for listening again.
Tell the people they can follow you.
You guys can, speaking of following, I've been getting mad followers lately. Now that I think about it,
on what?
Instagram, Twitter. I just been getting followers.
I've been getting followers from random people, so I don't know where it's coming from. You know me, I'm all over
the place. It's probably this.
Hey, but look, if y'all follow us and y'all support us, we appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all. Let us know that you watched the show. We'll definitely shout you out on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. If you're faithful with us and you've been listening, send in your questions. We can do questions.
Yeah, we're about to start taking questions. We can start addressing questions on the show.
So what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to leave that to maybe on Marcus. Marcus, what he's going to do, he's going to post something. I don't know if it's going to be on Twitter or what, but people are going to send in their questions, and we're going to answer the questions next episode. And I don't know, get you guys involved with the Uncommon View and kind of get you guys up close and personal with
make it more fan on
everything.
We're gonna do something just for you guys.
And we with the crew.
I guess we gotta get ready to close it out. If y'all looking for me, y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the So Far Gone Kid. That's TheSoFarGonekid. The So Far Gone Kid. Drake's mixtape So Far Gone, the kid in front of it. Boom. I mastered that.
Slide in. What you think on Views? Quick.
Views is freaking great. Drake, you did an outstanding job.
Shout out to Drake. If you're looking for me, that's Jay Benair. That's JAE_BENEAR. That's pretty much everywhere. You can find me. Search that name up on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Well, no, not Facebook, but Insta, all that other stuff, and you will find me.
All that good stuff.
Show love, show support. Be sure to like us on SoundCloud. Go subscribe to our SoundCloud. It's Uncommon View Podcast. Be sure to rate us and leave a comment on the show, and be sure to submit your questions by either DMs. Hashtagging. Submit your questions by I guess we can say Uncommon View Podcast, like hashtag Uncommon View.
Yeah.
Or Uncommon View Podcast.
Yeah, either or.
Let's do podcast, Uncommon View Podcast. And just leave your question, and we'll answer the questions and stuff on a later
episode. So
and then Marcus, he's gonna post something. So you already know. So Far Gone Kid. So yeah, that's it. That concludes our episode. I hope you guys was able to take away something from this episode. It's been amazing to get in contact and just not in contact, but just really feel that personal, because I feel like this episode is going to touch, a lot of people, especially
prom
younger people.
Coming up. Yeah, prom season's coming up. Speaking of prom season, what you doing the 27th? My brother's, he had his prom is the 27th.
27th.
Did my mom email you, or she probably emailed your mom?
She probably emailed my mom.
That's probably what she
did. Probably be there.
Okay.
Most likely.
We'll talk about that off there. Well,
all right, y'all. But until next time, I'm Jay.
I'm Marcus.
And this is Uncommon View.
Catch you next time. Peace.